No, we actually just run out of our house. We use the house address, but we started literally with a Subaru. It's a funny story. It was right during COVID. So I looked at my wife and was like, hey, do you want to start a landscaping company? And she was not working at the time because of COVID. And we literally put an ad on Facebook and got in our Subaru because we couldn't afford a truck at the time. And we started just working together, started cleaning up yards and throwing trash bags in the back of the trunk and in the back of the seats and making several trips to take things to the dump. And I think within like 4 months, we grew it and we were able to buy our first truck. And that's where it all started to grow from that moment. But I think the most valuable thing that I've learned through owning a business is you really learn from your mistakes. We grew quickly, and through that, just you start not putting as much effort into each job. You kind of just you get the money and you're just like, I need to get out of there so I can move on to the next one. And it takes you a couple jobs to mess up, to go back and revisit and be like, what went wrong? And to take the accountability and be like, I know what happened there. I didn't communicate very well with my customer, and they already lost trust from day one. So it didn't matter if I did the job near perfection, they weren't going to be happy. They didn't feel valued. You have to bring value to the equation. Your customers have to feel like the most valuable person in the world. You got to over communicate. So as years gone on, we've got trailers and trucks and skids, and we've really grown the company.
How long did it take to go from a Subaru to a truck?
About 4 or 5 months, somewhere right in that area. And that was a great day to finally have a truck. But it shows you the underdog. You know, it's the great perception of you got to start somewhere. And we weren't afraid to get out there and to start. The first step's the hardest.
I agree with that. So when you first started, what kind of financial position were you in at that time?
Good question. Actually, not good at that moment. Credit was not very good. Obviously, had just been working part time, so I wasn't in a good position to get loans or anything. That's why we had to start in a car, not a truck. And yeah, I just grew to that level to where we could finally show that we're making some profit to afford a truck.
Did you own a house at the time?
We were renting our house at that time.
Do you own a house currently?
We do. Hmm.
Yeah, that is an underdog story, man.
For sure.
So, did you have any like supplies when you first started this? What did you have to actually operate the business?
Yeah, that's a great question. The good thing about landscaping, you don't have to have a lot at the beginning. I mean, we had some wheelbarrows, some shovels, some rakes. I did a really good job though. Every time we'd finished a job, I bought a new tool, and I still do that to this day because tools help you finish jobs twice as fast, obviously.
Hmm.
So every job that we did, I continued to buy a tool per job and just kind of use it as an expense. And thank God I did that. So now we have lots of tools, and yeah, we've come a long way.
I've seen a lot of landscaping videos where they have these, I don't know what the name of the tools are, but you know where the grass meets the sidewalk
Hmm.
and they do some like trimming in between this uh the connection point right there. Do you like have any tools for that?
You know, I think they sell like a really fancy one that'll actually get it like perfect, like just like that table. But we just use your typical, just trimmers, just your normal battery operated or gas powered. But they do have different things to get it just perfect.
So like a basic lawnmower
Hmm.
is what you got?
Yeah, just a string trimmer.